I expect Bitcoin in the immediate short term to come up to between $44,400 and $44,600. Okay? So right here, I expect it to come up right there and to pretty much butt its head against this. So this is resistance, right? Because we've broken support. This bottom trend line will be resistance. So I expect it to come up and meet this bottom trend line as resistance, right? And that will be around the 618, okay? So that's what I'm seeing in the immediate short term. I'm seeing Bitcoin coming back up to between 44.4 and 44.6, okay? After which I'm expecting a move like this. Whoops, let's see, here we go. Corrective wave. So this is the first wave of my correction. I expect the second wave of the correction to come up to here, and then the last wave I'm expecting to come down here. Okay, this is the first point of support for Bitcoin that I'm seeing on the way down. Okay, I'm going to get into where I think we're gonna go, larger time frame, but just immediate to medium short term, first and foremost, I'm seeing this as the first support. Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is February 8th, 2022, and Bitcoin seems to have reached a local top finally. And it seems as if we've gotten a clear break of structure to the downside, okay? So meaning we not only have a more or less confirmed top with 5 waves up, but we've also got a confirmation of a reversal to the downside. Question is, where will we go? Where will we find support on the downside? Okay, I have 3 places where I want to bring your attention to on the downside of this move. I think it will be a big move. And so I currently, right now, am in a short position. I've been in a short for some time because it's been difficult for me to gauge the top of this move. However, I am looking to ladder in even more on my short in a few moments, not in a few moments, but when Bitcoin reaches this target. If all of that seems interesting to you, then watch until the very end. Just a quick reminder, today is the live stream, Tuesday live stream, right? I'm going to change the time from 5 to 4. Sometimes it's 5:30, actually, 5:45. But now I'm going to make it 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just in in keeping with, my friends in Europe, trying to make it easier for them. All right, let's get into it. So Bitcoin seems to have printed 5 waves on this last impulse, okay? And before that, we can clearly count 5 waves or 2 other such impulses, right? So that gives us 3 impulses in total. That's 5 waves, right? Because as everyone here most likely knows, every impulse happens in 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's change that color. Let's make it blue. Okay. So I'm counting, definitely this is wave 1. Definitely this is wave 3. It's, very, very long and it's impulsive. This complex correction, this kind of range where we kind of went sideways, is a very likely candidate for wave 4. And then this last leg up is wave 5, okay? And this last leg up was the most problematic for not only myself, but most likely a lot of traders, okay? Reason being, we had an extended third wave, okay? And what do I mean by extended third wave? Just by using Elliott wave principles, or guidelines rather, the third wave typically extends to the 1618 to the 2 Fibonacci extension of wave 1. That extension blew past the 2 extension. So that was technically an extended third wave. And then we had a fourth wave. One could imagine that we get a quick wick up to wave 5, right? Some people were thinking this was the top. That's what I thought in the beginning, right? And also you have all of this resistance. So it was tough to say, okay, maybe whatever happens, this seems like quite staunch resistance for price. So it's likely that we don't breach this, but we did, okay? And so this has been quite confusing, and a lot of people who were thinking, okay, price will reverse, they were probably expecting it to do so sooner than it did. However, it seems that we've finally gotten some reversal. And I think the trick of this last wave was to count it as a diagonal. Okay, and let's zoom into the 15-minute time frame to see a little more definition. And the reason this has to be a diagonal is because of this retracement right here. Okay, that faked me out. In a regular impulse, that is not allowed in according to Elliott wave guidelines, right? You cannot have a retracement, of more than 0.618 of the previous wave, right? 0.618. The 618 retracement is the maximal retracement for wave 2. The maximal retracement for wave 4 is 382. So that violates everything except if you're in a diagonal, okay? And so when I first saw this, and I said this yesterday or 2 days ago, I was like, ooh, we're in correction, right? This is already correction because this is a corrective wave. It's beyond a 618 retracement of the wave that came prior or before it. And so I thought that this was the start of reversal. However, we kept going up, and that led me to believe, okay, this must be an ending diagonal. And what do we know about ending diagonals in Elliott wave theory is that they're counted in waves of 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 5 waves of 3, okay? So you have your impulsive waves, 1, 2, 3, right? And your corrective waves, 1, 2, 3, right? So you have 1, 2, and then you have a big impulsive third wave, 1, 2, 3, okay? And then a complex, relatively complex wave 4, that's corrective, 1, 2, 3, right? And then you have your last and final wave 5, 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm counting. And this is why I believe, in addition to the fact, this is why I believe that we are finally done to the upside in Bitcoin. In addition to the fact that we've broken trend quite clearly, right? So if you draw trend lines, which I have, right, you'll see that we've broken the trend quite literally of this bottom of this channel, which indicates to me that, okay, this is wave A. This is the first leg of wave A. We all know corrective waves happen in 3. Once you have 5 waves in Elliott wave theory, you need to get 3. Okay, if it's 5 waves up, you need to get 3 waves down. If it's 5 waves down, you need to get 3 waves up. Okay, so we're expecting 3 waves. However, I want to draw your attention to this pink count, right? You'll see 5 waves here. I just said after 5 waves, you get 3. However, you see 5 waves. What does that mean? This, my friends, means that if you see 5 waves here, this is letting you know that we're expecting a zigzag correction, okay? Because there are 2 types of correction, essentially. There's flat corrections and zigzag corrections. There are others. There's triangles as well. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, 2 types. 2 principal types of corrections, right? Flat corrections are 3, 3, 5 corrections. 3 waves, 3 waves, 5 waves. Zigzag corrections are 5, 3, 5 corrections. 5 waves, 3 waves, 5 waves. So if after this impulse we have 5 waves and we expect 3 waves right here, then this can only be the start, the first leg of a zigzag. Okay, that's my read. Okay, that's a highly probabilistic read on what's going on with Bitcoin right now. So that means that I'm expecting for Bitcoin to do something like this. Give me 3 waves in the middle right here. So this is an A wave, okay? Small a is the first leg of the A wave. Small b is the second wave of the A wave, okay? So I'm expecting 3 waves to between the 0.5 and the 618 of small a, okay? Again, we know that zigzag corrections, the B wave of the zigzag correction retraces to only the 0.5, to between the 0.5 and the 618 of the larger trend. So if we take that from the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top to the bottom of these 5 waves, this first leg of the zigzag, we'll see that I expect Bitcoin in the immediate short term to come up to between $44,400 and $44,600. Okay? So right here, I expect it to come up right there and to pretty much butt its head against this so this is resistance, right? Because we've broken support. This bottom trend line will be resistance. So I expect it to come up and meet this bottom trend line as resistance, right? And that will be around the 618, okay? So that's what I'm seeing in the immediate short term. I'm seeing Bitcoin coming back up to between 44.4 and 44.6, okay? After which I'm expecting a move like this. Whoops, let's see. Here we go. Corrective wave. So this is the first wave of my correction. I expect the second wave of the correction to come up to here. And then the last wave I'm expecting to come down here. Okay, this is the first point of support for Bitcoin that I'm seeing on the way down. Okay, I'm going to get into where I think we're going to go, larger time frame, but just immediate to medium short term, first and foremost, I'm seeing this as the first support, right? What do we know about A waves? A waves are breaks of trend, right? They're the initial wave that you break a trend with. They're in 3, right? They're in 3 parts. This is a zigzag, so 5, 3, 5. I'm expecting 5 waves to this region, and this region is your previous wave 4. That would be consistent with what you see in an A wave, okay? After we had our 5 waves up, right, which let's clean this up. Go back on the hourly time frame, zoom out, right? We had our 5 waves up. Let's get rid of this. 5 waves up. Expect 3 waves down. Okay? So the first wave I expect to find support where? Right at wave 4 of the previous trend. Okay? So that is around 41, between 41 and 42. I expect Bitcoin to find support between 41 and 42,000. After which I'm anticipating a B wave, okay? Because that will be the completion of our zigzag A wave, okay? Let's zoom back in. 15-minute time frame. So this will be the first wave of our A wave, or this will be our, yeah. So again, remember that this is all fractal. So you get 3 waves in A. You also have 3 waves in the larger, you have 3 waves in A. You also have 3 waves in the correction. So this is A. I'm anticipating a B wave. Maybe it's a flat. Maybe it's a zigzag. I don't know, right? Such is the B wave. We can retrace to the 0.5, between the 0.5 and the 1618 of this A wave. So I don't know where the B wave is going to go. All I know is that I'm planning and I'm counting very strongly on a bounce of Bitcoin. Once it falls in this C wave, I'm counting on a bounce anywhere between 41 and 42K. Okay. And that bounce, I'm expecting a 3-wave bounce somewhere to the upside. Okay. Once we start getting the 3 waves and we can tell more about what kind of B wave we're getting, is it a flat? Is it a zigzag? Is, whatever. Then I anticipate that we get a move down, and this is going to be a large move down. Okay, let's take all of this off. Let's go back on the hourly time frame. Once we get our bounce, okay, and here's what I'm seeing. Once we get our bounce around 41, 42, right, 3 waves up, don't know, again, I don't know how high this B wave will go. It can go all the way to the 1618. It can form a higher high, okay? Well, or it can come to right where I've drew it, to the 0.5 and the 618 or to the 786. It can go many different places. I anticipate we start going down. Our first interim support, interim meaning just a temporary support, will be at 39K. There's too much support at 39K for price not to even briefly just stop there, okay? And what I'm seeing is 5 strong waves down. And so this will probably be our first stop, wave 2. So I'm anticipating a wave 2 correction at 39K. And again, why is 39K such strong support? For those of you who have just subscribed or are not subscribed to the channel, just zooming out, let's zoom out on the 4-hourly. We have double support. We have we have the support of this structure right here, right? This cup and handle looking like structure, the top side of this as support, and we have this line, which is 3 months of support, right? Because it was formed as a trend line in our downtrend. I'm just going to show you that in a second. Let's go on the daily, zoom out, and here we go. Do you see that? That's the trend line that is drawn from those 3 months of downside, of downwards price action. So if you draw that trend line, now we broke it, we're going to have to test it as support. I think the 2 wave is going to test that at support, right? But I don't see that we hit this trend line, this 39K region, and then start going back up again. I think it's going to be a 2 wave where this A wave, A, B, C, this C wave rather, is going to form wave 1 of 5. So we're going to get a 2 wave between the 0.5 and the 618, between the 0.382 and the 618, more accurately, of this 1 wave, and then go down. And I fully anticipate us testing these lows. We may make a lower low. We may come close to making a lower low, but we're going to test the bottom of the range. We're going to test our origination point here. Okay, that's what I'm seeing in the market. This video is quite long as it is, so I'm not going to go into Litecoin and Ethereum. Although, just a reminder, I have the live stream today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So maybe we can talk about more things at that time. But thanks for watching until the end. Like the video if you have not yet subscribed, if you're not yet subscribed, and share this video if you think anybody else can find value in sound technical analysis, in Elliott wave theory, in whatever you think is of whatever you think is valuable in this material. Thanks. Hope it was helpful. Hope it was useful. I'll see you guys this evening. Bye.